God, I think I was talking with the microphone on during the countdown. Holy shit, engage. Welcome to the What the Hell Everything podcast in space, or the Smit Hole. Hello, welcome to the show. I had the microphone on during the whole countdown. I don't know if I was talking to myself or not. I was trying to get some stuff done. A quick little Photoshop. Holy shit. Timed the siren perfectly that hits at noon Eastern every single fucking day right next to my apartment. Anyway, I had the microphone on, and I was trying to get a quick little Photoshop done right before I went fucking live, and I was really hurrying. I don't know if I was talking to myself or not with the microphone on. I don't know if people, I don't know if I have to fucking go back and delete that whole thing. Because not very many people are on a live stream. Anyway, breathe, Smith. Welcome to the What the Hell Everything podcast, recording date and time. Sorry for the cough. I just hit that fucking bowl right after I was done with the Photoshop. I was like, hit the bowl quick before we go live. April 24th, 2024. A lot of good fucking things on the show today, man. I am fucking in a great mood. I actually have the day off today from my regular full-time job. I had the day scheduled off. I was planning on being out of town. Those plans went south, so I had the day off, and I was like, well, I could work. But I'm like, I could also not work. Still slow, you know? There's no reason to go in. There's too many of us right now anyway. I have the day off, so we're getting ripped. We're in a good fucking mood. All kinds of stuff being productive with today. And if you didn't catch one of my teases on the socials, I'll kind of explain it coming up in just a little bit. Even though I didn't really want to, but I kind of want to. I didn't want to because I just wanted to start promoting it and then spring it. But I have a tendency to just be impatient and want to talk about things. So that's all coming up, including reactions. If you're on the live stream sitting with reactions, got a request from patron Laura already. And, just reactions and things to talk about. Gonna scroll headlines and all sorts of things to talk shite about. But first, we start with the word of the day, which is today. Ooh, let me get my input switched over so we can hear things and see things together, because I like to share. Oh, yeah. Maybe get away and, maybe you should talk about it. You'll feel a lot better. I was watching a reaction video for this song, and it was so funny. It was like an older guy's perspective on that song. It hits different if you heard it first as a kid. You can relate to the kid part. But then when an old man hears it, and you're just like, yeah, shut the fuck up, you whiny teenager. That's kind of the old man perspective on that. And I think that's funny. It's always fun, though, institutionalized. The word of the day, because I like to learn things, and I like to learn things with you. So, today, the word of the day from dictionary.com. Whoa, this is fucking new. Let's spell it first. Gotta keep my eyes diverted from the pronunciation that's directly under the word. Gallimaufry. Gallimaufry. I'm going to say that. That's it. Gallimaufry. Ha! Did not see the pronunciation, okay? I successfully diverted my eyes. Gallimaufry. Nailed it. The fuck does this word mean? No idea. It sounds like some kind of tomfoolery. A hodgepodge, confused medley or jumble. That makes sense. It's kind of just a gallimaufry, I looked at the word of the day yesterday, and I can't remember what it was. But I'm like, well, that describes this show. Every single word of the day. It's like dictionary.com is run by AI, and it's in my algorithm. And they're just giving me words I want to fucking, that are like, oh, this describes you. It's like when you see the fucking Facebook post, oh my God, you guys, I'm a fucking empath. I could just feel fucking everything. And dictionary.com just knows what words work for me. Gallimaufry. Where the fuck does this word come from? First recorded in 1545 to 1555, comes from the Middle French word Gallimaufry, kind of sauce or a stew. Okay, it's like a hodgepodge kind of stew. Gallimaufry is probably a conflation of galer or to amuse oneself. Related to gallant, brave, spirited, noble-minded, or chivalrous. Walking through the crowded market, he couldn't help but notice the Gallimaufry of sights, sounds, and smells that surrounded him. All right. We learned things today.
Gallimaufry.
Gallimaufry. That one could make its way into the usual repertoire of vocabulary, for lack of a better term. Oh, man, you know what I've been thinking about? What, Smith? What slew of ridiculous things have you thought about? Well, most recently, and more alarming. I don't know about alarming. I've been thinking about a mouse. A lot lately. Like one particular mouse. I came home the other night. I think it was Saturday night from work. I got home at like 11:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. I walk up, I have an upstairs above business downtown apartment. And I walk up, go home. Anyway, the point of the fucking story is I came home from work. This is long-winded already. And at some point, you know, I because I'm still smoking, although I'm day 2 right now, no cigarettes. I was smoking on Saturday. Go out to smoke a cigarette sometime around an hour after I got home. And I go downstairs. And as I'm walking down the stairs, I see this fucking mouse who's on the landing. And I'm just honestly trying to figure out how the fuck he got in there. Because what most likely had occurred is because that door slams behind me. So I try to, when I let it go, and it's just right from the fucking sidewalk as you walk in, right? It's one of those kind of, like business doors, but not. It's metal and glass, so it kind of fucking slams shut. And I don't know if I had left it open or not, is kind of what I was trying to get at. I may have accidentally left it cracked. But I'm trying to figure out how it came in. It didn't come from the top of the stairs because these fucking steps are like this long and there's 20 of them and it was this tiny little mouse. And I saw it while I was walking down the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, this mouse is fucking terrified. It's just running around the landing. He knows I'm coming down. It has to just be like, oh my God, what's this fucking giant fucking thing coming down at me? And I was like, oh man, I'm going to try to get this thing out of here. I was really trying to corral it. It wasn't scampering too fast. I wasn't really worried about it. Like, it was this big. It was like half of a mouse. And I don't think it was a shrew because it didn't look blind. Like, it knew where it was going, it looked like. It was a little tiny fucking mouse. And I was trying to just wrangle it with my feet, you know, to try to push it out, but it got like scared, so it was just hiding in the corner of this. And I couldn't like nudge it with my shoe because it was in such a spot with my big ass feet in that corner. It was just in the perfect spot. And I had to like fucking, I'm like, all right, I had my coat on. And I was like, how the fuck do I do this? I don't want to get bit. I'm not going to pick the fucking mouse up. I just pulled like the sleeve down from my shirt so it was hanging down, and I just kind of brushed it with the arm of my coat. And I got it by the door kind of, and I kind of brushed it out there. And I was like, and I stood up, and it kind of ran back, and I kind of brushed it out with my foot, and I feel like terrible because I was like trying to not hurt this fucking mouse, and I kind of brushed it with my foot, and I felt like I kicked it. But then I got out. So I was outside smoking, and this thing took off down the sidewalk, and I went and hid behind a fucking trash can. I think it was thinking about coming back or trying to get back, but I mean, how the fuck did it get up on these curbs? It's so big. There's no way it could have got up. Anyway, I kind of walked around the garbage can, and he's like, oh, I'm just hanging behind it, just waiting. And he took off down the fucking sidewalk, down the businesses. And it was like I was pretty high when it happened. And I have a tendency to like get more emotional when I get high. Just the suggestion of things just make me more emotional. And I wasn't crying, but I was kind of sad that I was just like saying goodbye to this mouse who I didn't know what was going to happen to it. And the whole story of me, how it got in, kind of played into my next thought, which was, did it come from there? Was it already lost? It was from the only home it ever had. And I was kind of like, oh man, is this fucking heading down the sidewalk? Just trying to figure out where the fuck it's going, and probably going to get eaten by a predator at some point in the next 30 seconds. It was this big, and I set it off to get fucking murdered. And I've been thinking about that mouse ever since. Every time I go down those fucking steps, I'm like, is it there? Is it there? Am I going to see this mouse again? Is it going to come back? Are we going to be mouse friends? I let it go because I felt like there was that bond that you see on fucking videos sometimes where the animal has some gratitude, where it's like, oh, hey, thanks. And I thought that was going to happen. I thought that had happened. I thought we had a moment because it turned back like halfway down the sidewalk and it turned around and we locked eyes. Me with this little mouse, We had a moment. We had a shared moment. And now I'm hoping to have a shared moment with you with some tunes. Great segue into the reaction, Smith. Anyway, I've been thinking about a mouse for 3 or 4 days now. And I don't know if that's something I should worry about. I think that's fine, right? Anyway, let's save this, shall we? Kate Bush cover. Screenshot. Worth the time it took to listen to. That's what I try. That's what I try to get through to people, and I would say it to when radio listeners would call up, fucking pissed off about whatever song it was that time. Oh, you play too much Metallica, not enough Metallica. Too much Nirvana, not enough Nirvana. That song sucks. Why didn't you play this more? Fucking blah 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 blah. I'm like, motherfucker, it's gonna be over in 4 minutes. You know what I mean? It's gonna be over in 4 minutes. Shut the fuck up. And I would pretty much, I don't think I would say that necessarily to listeners, but, hey, it's only 4 minutes. Give it a second. Would usually be my standard response to that. So it was worth the time it took to listen to. Man. This is a great reason why I think the internet is just the fucking best. I mean, there's a lot of bad about the internet, probably. I'm just talking specifically from like a entertainment programming standpoint, where I've been fascinated with doing internet programming for fucking years, man. When did I get into it and start doing podcasting stuff? In 2018-ish. I had a YouTube page in 2012. I did a couple things, but not like podcasting or anything like that, and trying to do your own programming. But way before then too, I was just, once I kind of realized, oh, you can do your own show, I was just like, this is fucking crazy. It's incredible. It's literally anything you can think of, as long as you can figure out how to deliver it. You don't have to worry about, censors from networks. You don't have to worry about trying to be good enough for networks or try to pay your dues for network to TVs or to do like comedy things like Saturday Night Live. You can fucking do all of your own shit. You got to figure out a way to get views if it's good enough or whatever. But it's just, the possibilities are crazy fucking awesome. The Hot Ones is just one of my favorite fucking shows. Conan O'Brien's on.
What's gonna happen?
Sorry.
What's wrong with you people?
That this is honestly some of my just favorite fucking programming I've seen all time, and just an illustration of like why the internet is the greatest fucking thing. There is no way on earth. Skip ahead a little bit. There's probably fucking ads you're gonna have to get through. There's no way that a show like Hot Ones would have even existed on like networks. You might be able to program something like that on like HBO or something. But it's like, there was a great comment and a great tweet to me by Craig McDonald, I want to say. And he says, this was just a couple days ago. He said something like, parents wonder why their kids love watching people play video games so much. He's like, I'll Smitty reacting to Biffy Clyro gives me more joy than something along those lines. And it was fucking awesome. It was a great compliment, man. But it's just the way that you can. Internet shit now is all about, relating to the content you're finding. You can go seek content that you want to watch. You're not you're not forced to just sit there and just watch or listen to whatever is just being fed into your fucking programming all day long. It's this thing at 7:30. It's this thing at 8 o'clock or whatever, You can go seek and find things that other people are doing. And it's just fucking crazy how, like, I never used YouTube as, like, an entertainment source necessarily. It was always just about music. And then I started watching reaction videos. I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking pretty cool. And I finally understood, like, why people like watching reaction videos. Because, at least for me, I watch reaction videos of, like, music and movies and things like that I love. I don't ever watch reactions of songs that I've never listened to or songs I don't like, or watch reactions to movies that I've never watched before or TV shows. I'm like, I don't want to fucking discover new things. I want to watch people react to things that I love, because it is, for me, I like to study those things. My rock and roll, my metal. I like to see different perspectives. Even if somebody doesn't like something that you like, it's fucking interesting to see how other people think of things. So for me, that's an interesting standpoint. But just to watch somebody, like, fall in love with something that you love and it reminds you of why you loved it in the first fucking place is really cool fucking, like, psychology in a way. It's really, really interesting. But then it just, like, just finding the things you like to watch the most, a lot of times they're just shit like that. But the other just possibilities of the internet are pretty fucking awesome. I'm starting a new video series where it's, let me fast forward to when Conan's got shit all over his face here. This is unbelievable. It's like there is, I've had this idea in my head for a while, and I did it on the radio at some point, and it was a one-time bit where I had Brother Josh come in the studio, and I had him put a blindfold on, and we fed him items because he historically has a weak stomach, and I thought it would be fucking hilarious if we brought him in studio and blindfolded him, and then what the fuck did we end up feeding him? There was sardines. There was head cheese, and he fucking did it like a fucking baller. He did the things and ate the things and spit the things out, and it was fucking hilarious. And I've been trying to think of, like, how to bring that idea back for some time. I was like, man, I would love to do that shit again. I wonder if we could do it. And then I started watching the fucking Try channel, this Irish channel, which has become my favorite fucking programming of all time too. And I'm like, oh, that's how I can do it. And to say I stole all of my ideas that I'm going to be doing on that show, for the most part, from the Try channel, the thing I'm doing, is 100% like a Conan. What a fucking psycho. How did he live through this, by the way? The things that I was saying that, to say I've stolen the ideas from what I'm going to do from the Try channel is almost 100% true, except with my spin. I'm doing a blind taste test video series called Something in Your Mouth. And I posted on socials a little bit of a tease. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. And I can't fucking wait. We filmed one video already, and it's the pilot episode. Hopefully you'll see it soon. You will see it soon. It's just a matter of kind of when. I'm scheduling. I have a bunch of my friends that I've reached out to, and a lot of people have said yes. And said, yeah, we want to do it with you. So I'm going to film several videos and get them programmed and produced and ready to go. and then start promoting it, and then start dropping weekly videos. It's going to be called Something in Your Mouth. And any great excuse, not any excuse, because I fucking hate Nickelback, but you can't fucking tell me when you hear that fucking something in your mouth that it does not make you laugh. So it's just like the internet is, because I can't fucking wait for this. I am so excited. I've actually been planning this fucking thing for months now. And I'm finally getting to the point of like producing it. And I can't fucking wait. And it's, again, the like possibilities of what can be successful on the internet, because I don't, again, think I'm ever going to make 1 million views on this channel. I've said this many times. Millions of views and shit, you know? But I can do somewhere in between. If I can make content that people want to see, and I'm very confident in my fucking abilities to make really good content, you know? But I just am so fucking excited and love the idea of like what the internet has given people that are just kind of tired of the all day, everyday shit. And that amount of people is growing every fucking day, man. There's so many people that are just like, oh my God, I'm over this. I'm over TV. And I just, you know how many people tell me? They're like, I just watch YouTube shit all day long. It's always shocking because it always feels like it's just you. Like you feel, at least for me, I'm like, why am I on YouTube all the time? And then I watch TV and I'm like, oh, that's why. Because there's fucking dick on. I can find so many so many more things to be entertained by on YouTube. It's ridiculous. But Hot Ones with Conan is literally the latest and really one of the greatest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life. He goes absolutely fucking bonkers. This is worth a fucking look at. You're just like, this is like, isn't the bomb? Isn't the bomb like the really gnarly one? I'm pretty fucking sure it is.
It was supposed to be. There you go.
Did you ever graduate?
He's gone.
Oh my God.
What are you doing? Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
gosh.
Because when Sean is like,
Come
what
on,
are
man,
you
are we
doing?
doing this
You
or
know it's
not?
bad.
I'm with
Are
you.
we doing it or not?
I'm on the same page.
What's the point of even being alive if we can't do this?
Right now, I really do feel alive.
Oh my God.
I do feel alive.
You're okay?
Dude,
Yeah,
I was fucking crying watching that sitting up the other night. And I'm like, this is one of the greatest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life. The quality of this cannot be understated, where there's no fucking way you're doing an uncensored 28-minute fucking hot wings interview where people eat hot wings. There's no way that's flying on regular TV. There's no way this would have happened without the internet. So thank you, internet, and I'm glad we got that figured out. What did I say earlier? There's some bad in the internet too, but this is some of the good shit, man. This is a lot of the good stuff. A lot of the good stuff. I just lost all the ideas and I lost all the words. That's what happens. You just start yapping constantly. At some point, you just run out of gas. You just need a cup of coffee. Ooh. Why do I got to sound like that? Why do I have to sound like that? What is next on this What the Hell Everything podcast? Actually, that's it for today. We're going to wrap things up. That is it for the day. What am I saying? I was thinking it was 2. I got to leave at 2. Even though I had the day off today, I have other things I was doing. It's not 2, it's 1. You fucking dick. What is next? I got more things. We're just doing... let's see this. If I call McTang... Because it's a very reaction heavy recording today, and I wanted to see about throwing in something that was not a reaction thing. Let's open this up. I wonder if McTang will answer if I call him. Let's try, shall we? So we could talk Secret of Skinwalker Ranch that premiered last night. If I voice call him, he probably won't answer if it's a voice. How do I get out of this call? How do I get out of this call? All right, hang up. There we go. Sorry. Never mind. I wanted to talk Secret of Skinwalker Ranch because I didn't fucking watch it last night, and there was this fascinating picture on the Skinwalker Ranch Reddit subreddit. And I don't know, if you don't watch the show, then you won't know. I'm going to try to bring the picture up. I thought I saved it. If you didn't see the fucking Skinwalker Ranch, it basically is proving almost without a shadow of a doubt that there are fucking other dimensions and portals in this goddamn mesa in Utah. As McTighe messaged this morning, I didn't watch it last night because I forgot about it. But as McTighe messaged me today, he says, dude, this show sucks, but the science is real. Like, the phenomenon is real. And he's totally right. Like, the show sucks. It is. When I was talking about network TV earlier and just how everything fucking has to be produced the same fucking way, the lame-ass fucking voice, narration voice, the way that it's written, that they use and fake anticipation for just fucking tell me already. All right? Some of the lames that are on this fucking show, like Dragon. Oh my God. You just want to talk about the most useless fucking human. How is this dude even like a part of that project? It is the worst show. But the science is real. And the phenomenon is real. I like a lot of those guys on the show, like the scientists and that, but Dragon is just like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't know what purpose you serve one single bit. I like how they always cut to him on like meetings and things, and he has to just fucking, yep, sounds about right, and fucking doesn't chime in one single useful fucking thing to the whole goddamn thing. Anyway. The science and the phenomenon is real. And there was this one photo of just like the latest evidence that they use. This is the brand new season of Skinwalker Ranch. And it's showing the portal like this different sort of resolution, and it looks like a fucking craft. I'm not saying it's a craft, but that's what I was trying to get McTagg on. Are these motherfuckers, did they find a way to spot this craft? Because it looks like... where the portal usually is, the way that they use infrared and like sensors and things with drones, however the fuck these guys are doing this time, to see this evidence of this portal is pretty nuts. It looks fucking super nuts. Maybe I should stop recording this and just go watch the goddamn thing. That's all you got to do. But it's the worst show, but I love watching it because it's fucking crazy. Anyway, thanks for not answering, McTighe. You know, we could have been on here talking about fucking Skinwalker Ranch right now, but you're probably doing work things, you know? All right. Let's do some headline scrolls. That was part of headline scrolls. It was just talking about Skinwalker Ranch. And then fucking, for some reason, that George Carlin old stand-up bit, where he goes, light yourself on fire, talking about protesters has really come to mind recently. And I haven't seen that many people bring it up. Not that I want to see it. I have not. I'm sure that this fucking meme saying these words right now is going to make shit appear in my algorithm I don't want to see. But that dude, I don't know who the fuck lit himself on fire. I saw a couple things, and I never really saw any follow-ups on the news or anything. I didn't really watch a lot of news since then. But I just haven't seen it posted, thankfully. I don't want to see it posted of whoever the fuck lit himself on fire at Trump's fucking court date that he had the other day. I heard a couple people mention something. I saw a couple things posted, but then nothing afterwards. So I don't know. I'm not assuming this guy died. It looked like the aftermath of it that I saw looked pretty gruesome. Thankfully, I didn't see any video of anybody burning. But that fucking quote from George Carlin, you know, what's the way to stage a goddamn protest? Light yourself on fire. It makes me wonder. My immediate thought is that it has to be a Trump supporter, right? It has to be. And then I'll only say that not because left wings would do anything of the sort. Of course they would. If it was something they fucking were gonna die on a hill about or light themselves on fucking fire about, then they probably would. I don't want to assume it's a Trump supporter, but it seems like in that scenario, that's you're going to protest the injustice to the president that you see because he is being improperly prosecuted or persecuted or whatever the fuck you think. So you're going to light yourself on fire. I don't think it would be somebody that hates Donald Trump that would light themselves on fire, you know. Cut off your nose to fucking spite your face. Same with if you're a fucking supporter. You really have to like put yourself in the mindset of somebody that's gonna fucking light themselves on fire. Because just the idea of that as like the way to go is fucking horrifying. You know? The long, drawn out, most excruciating fucking pain you can possibly think of, and nothing's gonna fucking end it. You just hope you pass out from the pain, and I don't even know if that's possible because it hurts so much. I don't even know. Like, if you burnt yourself ever, imagine that shit all over your fucking body all the time, you know, for the rest of your fucking life. If I was a cop in that scenario, I'd be like, I should probably shoot this motherfucker. I don't even know if there were people trying to put it out. I don't know if I don't know. I don't want to see it. I don't know. But to be in that fucking, like, you know, who else, who did that? It's the famous cover from the Rage Against the Machine debut album, one of the greatest fucking debuts of all time, of that monk, Vietnamese monk, I think, maybe. Got the country wrong, I apologize. Where he just lit himself on fire, you know? You got to believe that shit, man. It's got to be one of those things. I feel like a monk is probably, because I think when that monk burned himself on fire, great term, dickhead, when he set himself on fire, you know, at least monks are trained with meditation and things, you know. It looked like he didn't really move when he burned himself. I've seen video of that, at least a little bit. I don't think I've seen the full thing of him burning to death. But it looked like he was fairly silent when he was burning. I don't fucking know if that happened with that guy or girl, whoever the fuck burnt themselves at the Trump trial. I don't know. There's got to be some second thoughts in there. Oh man, how the fuck do I there's got to be second thoughts. You know, when you're halfway in. Fuck. Put yourself in the fucking mindset of other people. What would it take for you to set yourself on fire? I don't think anything. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything I give a fuck about enough to light myself on fucking fire, thankfully. But hey, if that's you, that's good for you, man. I'm happy for you. And now I'm happy for myself because it is time for your motherfucking 420 break.
I got the fucking munchies real bad. How about you?
Hey. Smoke weed every day.
All righty then. What were we going to do? Oh, I thought I had headlines. I don't think I have headlines anymore. I may have deleted them on accident. So what happens is I'm just such a clicky motherfucker. You know, I'll highlight something and then just without thinking about it, just delete it. And there's people that will say that that is a product of being high. And while I agree that being high exacerbates being forgetful, I am already a pretty absent-minded motherfucker. And I do things like that in my regular life way before I even got into marijuana. You know what marijuana does, though? Doesn't I don't beat myself up so much when it happens. You know? That's the part where you're just going to be like, you know. You can try to remember things. But it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I deleted the motherfucking headline scrolls on accident. So that is going to do it for me today. That is going to do it for me on the What the Hell Everything podcast. And if you are checking it out, thank you very much. If you're not, still, thank you very much. You know, thanks anyway. That does it for me. Audio versions on Spotify if you're watching via video, and vice versa if you want to check the podcast out that way. Links is for Spotify, and the other things are below in the description somewhere. And I mentioned some of the things coming, like something in your mouth. And, of course, all the things, you know? All the things. I have fun things on the way. Fun things, you guys. Including getting the fuck out of here. Peace.
So long, sucker.
Good night, everybody!
I am so sorry for everything that has happened.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys there.
By the bar and get your face, huh? Get me paid, bitch!
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
I love y'all very much! Peace out!
Good night, ladies.
What the hell? Everything!